Hello everyone, I am Anju Sharma and today from this presentation we will be going to critically evaluate the children's learning from the video Enjoying the Vegetable Garden. Let's understand the critical reflection in early childhood. First, evaluation is the most critical stage of early childhood planning where educators can reflect on whether the learning experience have truly made a difference in children's development, well-being, identity and agency. So in that video scenario, three children are taking part in a vegetable garden experience that is a child-led in a family daycare context, and the learning environment supports an inquiry-based approach which reflects the nature-rich pedagogy of this school, and the outside environment can provide an alternative active learning environment which can foster as students curiosity, collaboration and awareness of sustainability while students explore the world around them through hand-on experience with gardening, harvesting vegetables, watching plants grow, and caring for the water supply and observing the crickets, thus allowing children to engage in richer exploration of all areas of cognitive, social, emotional, language, and physical development. Also, a critical reflection by the educators allows the educators to reflect on what worked well, what didn't work well, and provide opportunities for future learning and how it may be extended. According to the scholar Christian et al. 2023, a critical reflection will enable the practitioner to make informed decisions regarding refining the way they interact with children and families and will also support organizational improvement. This reflection therefore considered the engagement of the children, the educators' pedagogical practices, assessment of learning, the impact of the learning environment, and professional reflection. It was developed as an application of the EYLF version 2.0 and the National Quality Standard, particularly Quality Area 1, 3 and Quality Area 5, emphasizing reflective practice in improving early childhood education and care through continuous practice. And the reflection also considered whether the learning intention and outcomes were achieved, how children's cultural, linguistic, and individual identities have been respected, and how the practice could be improved to provide better opportunities for children to learn in the future. So by providing a methodical assessment, this presentation demonstrates how reflective practice can continue to support quality teaching and learning and ultimately improve future practice. I will here talk about the context of the learning experience. And the learning experience takes place in a family daycare setting within a small group of mixed age children, and it is assisted by a well-known educators. The setting replicates a home-like context, fostering belonging, attachment, and secure relationship, fitting the emphasis on emotional security and respectful caregiving relationship espoused by early years learning framework version 2.0, and the educator is supervising it holding a younger child, thus framing the relational nature of family-based early education in which um, emotional safety and physical closeness form the underpinning for any learning interaction. Talking about the outdoor learning experience, it is full of nature such as beds of vegetables, flowers, scarecrows, watering cans, soils, and box. The outdoor vegetable garden is more of a living classroom where children explore sustainability, ecology, and working together with educators and peers. The scholar Beers and Fogg 2019 argues that a thoughtfully designed learning environment is necessary condition for critical reflection since it invites close listening, questioning, and dialogue that take reflection to on a deeper levels. The garden serves as an educational space which enables teachers and students to explore nature through active observation and analytical thinking. The children actively participated in environmental learning through their hands-on activities, which included carrot harvesting and plant growth observation and vegetable watering and pest control discussion. And in this environment, nature is used as the third teacher, as would be consistent with Reggio Emilia principles. And the educators supports children to build meaning through shared real-world activities, which aligns with Vygotsky's sociocultural theory of learning that depends on social interaction and common linguistic understanding. The small group arrangement enables children to interact with each other while learning from peers and maintaining focused attention on the task, which help protect their individual identities and voices. The program fulfills National Quality Standard Quality Area 5 requirements by creating warm, responsive interaction which develop confident learners who stay actively involved. The context for learning thus can be developmentally rich, socially responsible, culturally meaningful, and hence fertile ground for inquiry-based learning. Now I will discuss about the children's engagement and their reflection on the learning experience. The children are very engaged and demonstrate a reflective awareness, and the children demonstrate their interest through their discussions about vegetable sizes and their vegetable washing activities and their broccoli counting task. The children also demonstrate self-awareness and developing problem-solving abilities through their statement about the small sizes of the carrots and their needs to wash before it starting. The children experience a surprise when they discover a cricket, which leads them to decide on a safe relocation instead of causing it harm. The research by Cobolino et al. 2020 shows that gardening activities enable children to build environmental connections while fostering sustainable social and ecological practice. The interactive process helps children develop care and curiosity and agency, which match the EYLF learning outcome too that focus on social responsibility and environmental respect. In the process of collaborative engagement, children negotiate roles like you water this one and I water this one, make decisions like that one is not big enough, and develop confidence in expressing ideas, thereby supporting belonging and teamwork, which is reflected in earliest learning framework outcome 1. And again, the sustained dialogue develops communication skills and early scientific reasoning, which shows that learning can be social and reflective. Spontaneous use of language, questioning, and descriptive statements demonstrate learning outcome 5. Children are effective communicators. Children also demonstrate physical competence while pulling carrots and filling water cans, thereby supporting EYLF outcome 3. Children are strong in well-being. Overall, children's reflections suggest an emerging sense of autonomy, confidence, and critical thinking. Their capabilities to assess vegetable size and follow through on what comes next, washing carrots, and exhibiting eagerness to take produce home displays the agency, belonging, and engagement so central to dispositions in play-based learning. And here it is the learning outcome achieved and evidence. So different dimensions of learning are evidenced in this learning experience, showing holistic development consistent with EYLF version 2.0 expectations. The first outcome achieved is cognitive and scientific learning. Children engage in a scientific inquiry by way of the process of observation, prediction, and classification. For example, comparing sizes of the carrots as well as observing condition of the plants. Children have also demonstrated a fundamental understanding of biological ideas, which is the growth of the plants, insects around the garden, and some requirement for the plant like sunlight and water to survive. The educator's questioning has supported a more in-depth investigation into these ideas which is consistent with the principle of intentional teaching and provides young people with opportunity to sustain their own thinking. And the next outcome is numeracy. Counting broccoli plants 1, 2, 3 and comparing sizes reflect mathematical development and foundational numeracy as linked to EYLF outcome 4. And the next is language and communication. Children interact using descriptive language like little, big, and ask questions and engage in extended conversations with each other and the teacher. This relates to EYLF outcome 5 as children express their ideas, negotiate meaning, and develop vocabulary through shared conversation. And another outcome achieved is social and emotional, in which it also teaches about turn taking, cooperating, and helping each other, as well as teaching pro social behavior and emotional intelligence. Children build confidence and resilience through physical challenges, supporting EYLF outcome 3. And the next outcome achieved is physical learning. Fine motor coordination can be observed while pulling carrots, carrying the watering cans, and pouring water, all of which are indicative of strength and coordination. And the last one is environmental learning. Here, children demonstrate an understanding of the concept of sustainability by watering plants and through discussion help determine ways to control pests by marigold flowers and moving cricket instead of harming the cricket. Children growing up with a strong awareness of environmental issues that form a central part in outcome 2. The scholar Green et al. 2015 acknowledged home vegetable garden as a powerful place of learning that assists children to relate food, nature, and global sustainable living. The essential power of the garden mobilizes curiosity and participation, whereby children have lived experience that shape their ecological identities. And the evidence of learning is demonstrated through verbal and non-verbal communication, working without problems, and involvement of children, which is also a key indicator of meaningful learning under the EYLF version 2.0. And for the better assessment, educator might include photos, notes from the garden time, visual documentation, or stories told by the children, helping match their method with thoughtful review and clear tracking of overall development. Now I will talk about the pedagogical approach and teaching strategies. The educators in that video uses purposeful instructional practice to guide children as they explore. Dialogue is used to encourage thinking like, do you think it's ready yet? Scaffold problem solving and a model language. This supports evidence-based practice of sustained shared thinking, and the educator in that video gives children autonomy in selecting vegetables, attempting to pick them, and watering the plants themselves. And the pedagogical approach is sociocultural and inquiry-based learning, where the teacher is a co-learner with the children, and the slow pace, the responsiveness, the subtle encouragement all ensures emotional safety and confidence. This practice aligns with Beers and Fox 2019 concept of self-reflection-rich environments where educators deepens understanding through active listening and dialogue. This educator also embeds sustainability education consistent with global best practice in early childhood and EYLF principle, Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islander perspective, which emphasize caring for country. And the areas for improvement include the use of more open-ended questioning to extend children's metacognition and scientific reasoning. This could be expanded by providing time to document observations, making hypotheses, or offering reflective drawing time following an experience. These approaches stimulate reflective cycles and extend the notion of Christian et al. 2023, who present that critical reflection enhances professional improvement and child outcomes. Let's move on to the next slide, which is learning environment evaluation. The vegetable garden outdoor offers an almost natural environment that promotes sensory play, investigation, and connection to nature, embedding the Reggio Emilia concept of the environments at the third teacher. The children will experience authentic learning through direct contact with real plants and insects and water tools and soil, according to NQS Quality Area 3, Physical Environment. The peaceful environment and limited number of children enable them to concentrate on their exploration while feeling secure emotionally. The educator can provide individualized support to each child through the small group format, which meets both NQS Quality Area 3 and Quality Area 5 requirements. The vegetable garden described by Corbolino et al. 2020 helps children develop their ability to recognize environmental connection and personal relationship with nature while building ecological awareness. And for possible further development in learning, there could be newly added resources by educators, plant name tags, seasonal vegetable displays, and gardening storybooks. This will promote increased literacy and scientific curiosity. Now I'll discuss professional practice, future planning, and continuous improvement. This nature-based learning journey provides an experimental and hands-on learning experience through connection-centered teaching, eco-awareness, inspiration-driven inquiry-based play, child-led wonder field discovery. The teacher's responsiveness, language modeling, and environmental awareness are exemplary of good practice. This practice is refined through critical reflection. The scholar point out that reflecting process must be supported and fostered at institutional level. When it comes to professional development, reflective peer discussion might still concentrate on sustainability practices which are enhanced and cultural perspectives that are further embedded. And to extend learning, future planning may include children garden journals or drawing reflection, photos and documentation panels demonstrating learning progression, cooking or salad making sessions using harvested vegetables, family engagement, inviting recipes and cultural food stories, introducing composition or warm farm activities, arranging seasonal vegetable rotation and signage, STEAM inquiry tools like magnifier scales, seedling trays, and linking to cultural food tradition to enrich identity and belonging. These programs create a link between the center and home, encourage the children's sense of belonging as well as environmental values for life in general. Also, they align with the EYLF principle, ongoing learning and reflective practice, and APSC Standard 1 and 3. The evaluation of what worked well informs the next planning cycle to ensure curriculum responsiveness and improvement. Now I will conclude today's critical evaluation presentation. The vegetable garden experience demonstrates how authentic nature-based inquiry learning affect early childhood development, and children use reflective practice and intentional teaching and relational pedagogy to explore their real-world environment, which helps them develop curiosity and responsibility and agency and confidence. The research findings from different scholars demonstrate that sustainability education and professional development improves when educators use critical reflection and create rich learning spaces. And the experience matches all the EYLF version 2.0 learning outcomes and national quality standard expectation and evidence-based teaching principles. The program will maintain its high quality through continuous critical evaluation and teamwork, which supports the Early Years Learning Framework version 2.0 and National Quality Standard goal of developing children who are confident and connected and capable learners who shows respect for nature. Thank you everyone for joining today's presentation. I hope you all had a good day.